Hey there! Welcome to another episode of Isn't That Something More? Now, don't be alarmed. I know things kind of look a little bit different. You're probably wondering, what even is it? What am I watching? Who is that? It's still me, Gil Gunkelman. We just had to switch the set a little bit. We're kind of over to the left in front of the pink and the white curtain today. But otherwise, still the same set. Everything else is the same. There was just a little bit of a misunderstanding between me and the brown curtain over on the right. We just didn't quite see eye to eye on something. I had a fold, if you will. It's okay though. We handled it in a professional manner. We're all professionals here. Everything's okay now, but for the good of the show, we just kind of moved over to the left. So that's why we're here. It's okay. Everything else is the same. We're ready to do the show. So let's get started. Today I'll be answering more questions from viewers like you. So our first question is from Spencer in the form of a Facebook comment. And he said, "Hey, I'm lost. Need to find myself. Any tips?" Well, Spencer, seems kind of like this is a three-part question, so I'll just kind of address each part individually. In regards to the first part, if you're lost, there are a couple handy tricks that I've learned over the years that you can do. For instance, if you're in the woods, look on the trees, and there'll be moss growing just on one side of the trees. So you know that's one direction, and then there's no moss on the other three sides of the tree. So those will be the other three directions. I can't quite remember if the moss grows which direction the moss actually grows on, but it's one of them, and then it's the other three. You get it. You can kind of figure it out. If you're not in the woods, you could ask someone. That would be my advice. The second part of your question, so you need to find myself. Now this I get because this happened to me too, where I've lost myself. One time I woke up. You can't see who it is that's you. You see hands, you see feet, you see a body, but you don't really know if it's who it is, if it's you. So that happened to me once. I woke up and it scared me. I was extremely frightened, and for about a minute and a half in there, I kind of lost it. Then I went to the bathroom, saw myself in the mirror, double checked that it was in fact me, which was good. But yeah, for that minute and a half, scary stuff. So make sure if you do find yourself in this situation, get to a mirror as soon as possible. Double check that it's you. And the last part of your question, any tips? I would, but unfortunately now, I don't carry any cash on me at all. There was an incident in an alley anyway, it's a long story. But sorry, I don't carry any cash, so no tips today. Moving on to our final question. It's an email from Vince, and he says, "Hey Gil, did you have any childhood pets you'd like to tell us about? Do you have any pets now? I definitely feel like you have pets now. You seem like you probably need some pets." Well, Vince, no. To answer your question, I don't have any pets now, and I don't feel like I need any, really. The first part, yes, I did have a pet as a child, but I don't now, and it's kind of a sad story, a disappointing story. So I don't. Well, okay, maybe I'll tell you about it. I don't want to. I'm here for you guys, and this is an episode where I'm answering your questions. So I'll just give you a quick rundown. I had a pet as a kid, a pig named Scooter, and he was really the best thing, the best friend I ever had, and the only, but also the best. He was both the best and the only friend I ever had. It was great. We did everything together. We watched the original Isn't That Something show with Hank Featherton together. We even wrote in. I wrote in and he stamped it with his paw. And that was our favorite show. And even actually one day we got a call from the show, and they came and picked us up and brought us over there. And we couldn't believe it. It was an amazing. We were gonna be on Isn't That Something with Hank Featherton, the actual show. We saw the set. We saw Hank. It was great. Unfortunately, when it came time to be on the show, they just wanted Scooter, and they didn't want me. They just wanted a pig to be interviewed. Well, I mean, they brought in a handler with Scooter, but they just didn't want me to do it. So that's kind of, I've really just felt betrayed because Scooter and I had done everything together up to that point. And he didn't even give a second thought, didn't even look back. Just they dangled some food in front of him and he went right out onto the show. It was obviously a great show. It was probably one of the best interviews Hank Featherton ever did, but it kind of shook my belief in animals and what they kind of do, and it broke my trust. I don't think I can ever really trust any animal ever again. So that's why I know I don't have any pets now, because I don't think I could go through that. Except cats. I did hear that you can watch on another episode that we have why cats I think would be the one thing. That was our episode with Hank Featherton, actually, because we made peace. I made peace with Scooter at the funeral. I just don't think I would want to go through that again. Except cats. Cats, maybe one day. You never know. There's always hope with cats. That's all the questions we had today, unfortunately. But you can always write in more. I'm always here. We'll do another fan mail. You can comment on this video, comment on YouTube, tweet us, all that different stuff. Any information about that you can find right down there. Find on there. Click on all the different links and such. But this has been Isn't That Something More? I'm Gil Dunkelman. See you next time with more questions. Please.